Chapter 990, One Piece, it's here, and I'm here to talk about it. So before I start, there's going to be a break next week, and it will return after the next chapter will come after 2 weeks. So yeah, it's difficult times around here. It's just really difficult to wait 1 week and let alone 2. So I guess we can't do anything. All we can do is just wait. But this chapter was also really good. It didn't have the most amount of action in it, but in terms of dialogue wise and stuff, it was really good and had a lot of information and stuff. So we first start with Sasaki. He's one of the Flying Six, if you don't know, and he was, I think so, Kyoshiro's really close friend, because that's what he talks here. So he was tied down to the sacred tree. The underlings find him, and then Sasaki asks what is happening around here. They tell her that it was Big Mom, and because of Big Mom's the huge attack, it was in the, I think so, one chapter before this one. It was in chapter 988, where Big Mom used some kind of an attack. And yeah, you can clearly see, I don't think so I'm gonna show this panel, but if you read it, you can clearly see the tree just being blown away. And because of that, he was freed. And then he talks about how he's never gonna forget Kyoshiro for betraying him. And then he also asks what is going on up in the sky and stuff, and the underlings tell him that it was that is where Kaido is. So yeah, that's where all the stuff is. And then we switch to Minx. We are still not seeing enough about Minx. We see some action, but we are totally not completely not sure what's happening. It's just they are just showing them fighting, but it's not like we are focusing on them or anything. We just see them fighting, and then we see Jack just transformed into his elephant form and just completely destroying Minx. I guess these are the not the strongest Minx that Jack is destroying. So because they said that they were able to hold off Jack and Zoe, I think so, and right now Jack is destroying them even after their but wait, I don't know if these guys are transformed into their Sulong transformation or not, or are these guys just normally fighting him, so I'm not sure. But then we see Kinemon. He was trying to he was just ready to fight all of the Scabbards were, and then what's his name, Inu Neko, they both show up, or that's the name of only one person or both person. They both show up to fight, so they stop Kinemon. And we don't know when. We are just not focusing on Kaido and them right now a lot, because even after this we just switch to the main dome where everything is happening, and that is mostly where the interesting stuff is happening, since all of the important characters are there. So we switch there and we see King and Queen talking, and they talk about how this is the group that was imprisoned, and they also talk about how Hyogoro is also here, that old man, one of the mafia boss or stuff. Mafia boss, I don't know what exactly were they called, but let's just call them mafia boss. One of them, so of course he's Hyogoro, who taught Ruffy ornament haki and stuff. So, and then we also see Queen, that he has already, not Queen, King says that he has already set the expectations low, so he can't even get mad if they fail him. So, and then he also Queen also brings up something about Babanuki. I forgot what exactly happened, because he talks about that maybe he's held hostage or stuff, because I remember that the guy who was guarding the prisoner, the prison, he told them that everything was fine. I now exactly don't know why did he said that. I forgot. I genuinely forgot why he said that, but yeah, that was one thing that happened. And then they call on the then Mushi or the snail, whatever you're gonna call it, they call. And while the call is ringing to the Flying Six and stuff, we see Drake and Basil Hawkins, they are talking. So I think so it's Drake who says it, that Onigashima is in chaos, and since you are forced against your will, if you're planning a betrayal, now would be his best chance. I think so he's talking to Basil Hawkins, that now would be his best chance to do the betrayal. So, and Basil, I think so it's Basil Hawkins that replied. I don't know if there's a third person behind Hawkins, but I think so these are the only two people that are talking to each other. So Hawkins says that you just allow that to happen, don't look down on me and stuff. And then he says 1% something, and Then Drake asks, what are you trying to predict exactly? And Hawkins says that the probability of that man being alive tomorrow morning, only 1%. Okay, so if he's talking about Luffy, I think so, which he is. What do you say? Like, if Hawkins, you might not know, but we know he's the protagonist, so your prediction is just completely wrong. Alright, there's 1%, there's not even 1% chance that he's gonna die. So yeah, I think so somebody needs to tell Hawkins that Luffy is the protagonist and nothing's gonna happen to him. So then King, yeah, of course King was calling them, so they pick up the phone and stuff, and they talk about how like 30,000 men, like they had a 30,000 men banquet, and how 5,000 intruders managed to infiltrate it. So they say, like, King says that it's their greatest failure since Onigashima was found and stuff. And he also says I don't know, one of the Flying Six, I think so, or Tobiropo, that's what he called them, the one who was not behind but trying to capture Yamato. King just tells them that her that it's like, even after that you're not gonna be given a chance to challenge the All-Stars. And he says to just stop fighting and make sure that nobody reaches Kaido, because all of the intruders are trying to reach Kaido, so you have to stop it with everything you have. That's what there is. And then we switch to, I don't know who this guy's name is, but like these were some really interesting dialogues. So he clearly says that he calls Drake. He's like, Drake, let's go. We have something to do. And Drake asks, where are we going? And that guy says to kill a guy that I've always wanted to kill. And then he names Queen. And I guess they already had a suspicion on Drake, so that's why they were trying to trick him. I didn't know who this guy was, so I genuinely thought that they might be actually trying to kill Queen. And Drake says, do not drag me into your little feud. And then the person that was trying to kill Queen, I don't know what his name is, he tells him that even if he's here, it's not gonna weaken even if he's not here, he's not gonna weaken our forces. He's going to be only pain in the ass. And then we switch to not Straw Hats, but everybody fighting, and they are trying to make a way for Straw Hats to make sure that they can go up and trying to weaken the enemies. And we see one of the numbers, and if you see the scale of the number, like how big they are, you can see 2 people are trying to stab his feet, and even if you combine them, they are still not even as big as his feet. So yeah, the numbers are really huge. It looks like in the first picture it doesn't look like they are huge, but then you see the picture where they're trying to attack his leg, you can figure out how big they are. And then we see the Straw Hats, Jinbei and Luffy, and what is his name, Frankie. We see other one, but they are not completely in focus. And then that number tries to hit people with the malice, and then we have a badass shot of Zoro just cutting that malice with his sword. Wait, I mistakenly went backwards. And then that the broken mace. What am I speaking? The mace. The broken mace is just flying and was gonna fall on all of the people that were fighting there. And then Jinbei just comes and just stops it with one hand and tells him to watch. And then Luffy's going head forward, and he tries to attack. They also kind of reminisce about how this guy is kind of a size of oars, and if they were fighting him as they were at the time when they were fighting oars, if they were the same right now, it would take all of them working together to take this guy down. But now it's not the same, and it's really different. So Luffy goes to gear 4 instantly, and then what's his name, Hyogoro mentions something about the Wisdom King. So I googled it, what it was exactly. So it is also written here. It says Buddha's deity. It's also just written here at the top, so you can also read there. I just didn't notice at that time, but yeah, these are the Buddhist deities, and there are 5 of them. And I think so Kaido is also considered one of them. I mean, not actually Buddhist deity, but compared to them. So I think so Hyogoro says that his form is exactly like the Wisdom King. So yeah, I guess we'll get to know more about that later. And then as soon as Luffy is going to attack, there comes another number, and we then switched back to what's his name, Drake. So yeah, Drake is beaten down, and he was kind of tricked by the guy who said, like, told him to go together and let's kill Queen. So I think so this panel will be on the video. So Basil Hawkins completely. It seems like either Basil Hawkins is playing a really long game of betraying Kaido, or he is actually just aligned with Kaido. I guess, I don't know. I think so whenever he just keeps on doing his predictions and stuff. I think so whenever the chances of Straw Hats winning would increase, I think so he's gonna switch sides and gonna help Straw Hats. I think so that's what's gonna happen. And they tell him that the person they wanted to kill was not actually Queen, but actually Drake, because they figured out that he was the one, and they also figured out that he was the one that let Law escape. And then what do you say? What's his name? Drake transforms and escapes from there. And as soon, like, after he escapes, he's near the dome, and he helps Luffy. He hits one of the numbers, like Luffy takes care of one of the number, and the other number that was gonna surprise attack Luffy, Drake comes and just one-shots him. I guess he one-shots him. I'm not sure totally, but I think so he one-shots him. And then he asks Luffy to let him fight along, because he also I think so he's with the Marines, because he, like, what do you say, what's that, he had a flashback of Kobe telling him that Luffy is absolutely incredible. So yeah, he's definitely with the Marines, and he knows that he needs Luffy right now. So he tells Luffy that he wants to work together. He can't say, like, he's just alone, he doesn't have anyone with him, but he would like to fight alongside Luffy. And then Luffy's kind of like, like, he's not sure what is actually happening, because Drake was supposed to be his enemy. So yeah, Drake was actually a Marine, like undercover Marine. So that's what I can figure out. Maybe it's most probably the case, I think so, but I'm still not sure 100%. 99% he was definitely a Marine, like undercover Marine, because he remembers Kobe's words. And that's how the chapter ends, and next week it's a break. So yeah, we still don't see Big Mom. We don't see Big Mom in this chapter. So either she's coming back in the next one, or the one after that for sure. She's not gonna be out of commission for that long. And when she comes, she's gonna be pissed. So I think so they easily took care of 2 of the numbers, and everyone is gonna fight, I think so. Again, I feel like they would like beat all of them, not all of them, but these like numbers and different underlings and stuff. And then they would have to fight the Flying Six, Tobirobo, etc. Like, they would have to fight him. So I guess in the next chapter we'll see them fighting the Flying Six. And then I don't know if they're gonna be able to finish all of them in one chapter, because they're still the stronger ones of like Kaido's crew. So maybe it would take 2 chapters for them to beat them, but it might be the next chapter where they ended up beating all of the Flying Six, and then we switch to then we move on to the All Stars from the chapter the next chapter that comes, the following chapter. I guess that's I feel like how the things are gonna go. Then they're gonna be, I think so, a long fight between King, Queen, Zoro, and Sanji. So I guess that's what's gonna happen. But then Big Mom is also gonna show up. So I guess while they're gonna be fighting all the other people like Luffy's crew, and Luffy's gonna fight Big Mom one-on-one. I guess that's what it seems like it's going. But anything could happen. Like, I didn't knew that Drake was a Marine. It's a 990 chapter, so I don't remember everything, and if I've not already told you, my memory is not good. So yeah, I didn't knew that Drake was ex-Marine. So yeah, I didn't see this coming at all. And as I told you, Basil Hawkins, I really want to see what role he plays. And also we have like Zoro has shown up here, so 100% Law and Kid have to be here too. So let's see what role they play. Maybe Kid and Law end up fighting one of the Flying Six and help out like Luffy. That's also one possibility. So I definitely enjoyed this chapter. It was a really good one in terms of action wise. As I told you, nothing like lot happened in terms of action wise, but dialogues and it's still like a lot happened, but just not in the action department. So yeah, I still ended up enjoying the chapter. And of course, like Zoro getting some shine just cuts the mace in half. So yeah. yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to say about the chapter. Just let me know what do you think, what do you thought about the chapter. And if you are new here and you have watched till the end, I do it every time. I do this kind of video every time a new chapter comes. So if you ended up enjoying it and are interested in watching more of this stuff, then leave a like and subscribe. And that's it. I'll meet you when I'll be making different videos until it comes, because it's a 2 week, the next chapter is gonna come after 2 weeks. So yeah, if you end up enjoying it, like and subscribe. That's it. I'll meet you in the next one.